Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, khayri khalqi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala ma ba'd. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are starting the hadith number 33 from Hadith An-Nawawi. This hadith is talking about the Islamic judge, the court. So hadith عن ابن Abbas رضي الله عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال لو يعطى الناس بدعواهم لادعى الرجال أموال قوم ودماؤهم لكن البينة على مدعي واليمين على من أنكر. These important hadiths to show the rules for the Muslim judge when he wants to judge between the people in Islamic court, and which way you have to choose to judge between the people. So try to Sharia al-Islam, in the same time want to save the people right, and also if somebody take somebody right, we have to find right way to give this right back to the people. So both of sides is important. The beginning of the hadith is you want to tell if anybody's come complain and I have this right, somebody take it as my right. If we listen to anybody's complaint, the people they will say a lot of things. Everybody can come complain and about that's what person take it my right or is my will, for example. We can't give for the people what they say. So it's meaning the important thing in this hadith. The first one, when anything in your hand, you is the owner. You the owner. Anything in your position, so it's meaning you the owner. Until the time who you want to say somebody, he take it my right, he have to come by the proof. It's meaning the beginning, all people, they are bari. Barat al-dhimma, yani. Free. Free of the charge. We can't tell the people they are in charge until the time we come by proof. If we have a proof, and that time we will tell the people you in the charge about this one. So here the hadith want to tell you in the first, any person who is in his side, so he's the owner. And second thing is the people all they are free of charge until the time we come by the proof to show yes is my right or somebody take it my right. So it's the first one. And also the hadith يعطى الناس لو يعطى الناس بدعواهم لادعى رجال أموال قوم ودماؤهم. Two things here important is meaning the lot of the complaint is happening between the people. The first is the money. That's main thing. Is meaning the main thing is happening between the people. They are complain and their argument is happening. The first is the money. How much the money is what the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ fitna. Yeah. And the fitna is for the money, is the first thing is happening, the argument between the people, the main thing is the first is the money. And after that, dima'ahum, and their blood, and their life. Especially happening, unfortunately, a lot of the between kill each one and what that is the happening. لكن البينة على مدعي. Who is said that somebody is taking my right in the charge, you have to come now by proof. For the qazi, the Muslim qazi here, we have to be searched now. The first one, we looking about the asbab, the mean, yani the proof. He's right or no. For example, I take some money for you, give me proof. What's your proof? I take it your will, for example. Somebody take it your car. What do you have? Or somebody borrow for you the money. So when the Sharia Islam is coming, it try to beginning when you want to give anybody right. You want to be, for example, any contract in the business, Sharia said you have to write the contract. It suggests for us when you want to borrow for somebody money or to give for somebody money, you have to have a witness and you have to write. You have to have a shuhud for this one. Because if tomorrow it happens some argument between the people, you have the proof. So meaning the beginning, the people they are not in charge. So if we change somebody right to another one, you have to be right him. Doesn't matter he's the you by the qarz, yani you borrow to give for somebody or take something else. Two things in Sharia Islam to give the proof. One, you need to say you have the right. One is the proof. For example, you have a check for somebody, or give a written contract between them, or something like that. And the second one is the qasam, the yamin. Hilf. Oath. Yeah, and an oath. So we Sharia Islam, we asking for the oath. Who is said the Fulan taken my right, he have to come swear the oath. If in that case we will accept for them, yes or no. Maybe, and before you go to more about the oath and the qasam, when is accept or no, or when the qazi can reject this one or no, and if somebody comes no Muslim, he's also you have to say the qasam or no. All this one is important for Sharia Islam. If you go back, and it's not only qasam in Islam is the oath, and is the Sharia Islam. If you go until now, a lot of the court, especially when they are somebody coming to be president of the country or they are the king, they have an oath. They are for the qasam. Doesn't matter which religion they're going. No, maybe religion, but still they're asking for the people, what they believe, what their aqidah, they should be making oath about the what they want to do. So that is the main thing. So qasam is one part of the proof. Maybe somebody said his oath in court, and he wasn't his right, he was wrong. The Muslim, we have to be accept when we don't have a proof. No, I have a proof to say is my right, and he lied, and no, he has a proof, something to show yes he's right. So no case only for two things is the qasam, the oath. So who is said fulan taken my right, he have to come say the qasam in front of the judge in court. Qazi will accept his qasam and give the right for him. Also, same time, who is if he don't want to say the qasam, and the next time, the next side, the person who is said he taken my right, also we asking for them the qasam. In this hadith, is the qadi judge? No, and our judge. And is the judge job? No, us. But for what we have to be learn about this hadith, because especially we living in the country, no Islamic law here. That is the important thing for us. We have to be learn about this hadith. I want to talk here, and the first one is allowed for the Muslim to go in no Muslim court for anything or no. We are living here. We now not only in the no Muslim country. Unfortunately, a lot of the Muslim country, a lot of them they are not giving the judge between the people by Sharia Islam. For Muslim, similar the salat, fasting is the wajib. Also for any complaint, any argument, when you go, is for Muslim is wajib to have go to Sharia Islam. It's not allowed for us to go to no Muslim court to complain. Okay, when is the allowed for us to go for the no Muslim court to ask for our right? Now we're talking here about this one. The first one, if you don't have any other chance. For example, we have an Islamic court and we have a no Muslim court. If is not allowed for the Muslim, because if I go, for example, happen between the woman and man, husband and wife, happened argument. They want to divorce. They now in Sharia Islam, the law is different. We will give for the woman what she's right, but we not give the half of the money for the man again for the woman. She's be happy to go to the no Muslim court to ask for some of the right. Because if I go in no Muslim court, they will give for me half from all will. So so the happening of a fitna. So the first one for the moment is not allowed to go there. If he's go also, now here we have to be right of Sharia Islamiyah. And ulama fuqaha said it's not allowed for the moment to go in no Muslim court. If you go to the Muslim court, now we have it two. One, If they give it for you something is your right, is allowed for you to take just only what part of Sharia say. I go to the Islamic court, to no Muslim court, no chance, only the no Muslim court. I have to go there. I complain, I got it my right, but it was more than Sharia will give for me. More than, for example, happened about the wills, miras, inheritance. Maybe they give for you more than your right. Woman and getting in the Sharia some half than the man. If the court give you company like your brother, is not allowed for you to take. Doesn't matter how much. So we can go, but if you get something more than your right, you have to return it back to who? To the person he has a right. For example, your brother or the husband, or who is here. The second one, also, when the Muslim he go to the judge, he should be understand what they judge is not the Sharia, and he shouldn't be happy with that one. In your heart, same the Muslim, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Hadith said, "Man ra'a minkum al-munkara, falyughayyirhu biyadihi, faman lam yastati' fabilisanihi, fa in lam yastati' biqalbihi wa dhalika adhafu al-iman." The moment we see there's something wrong, sin, you have to stop him by your hand. If you can't, by your tongue. If no, by in your heart. In your heart, you shouldn't be happy with this law when the judge between you and your brother, but because no another chance, so you can tell him. And also another finally is allowed in the darura. Maybe sometime a darura is not meaning is only if you don't have a Muslim court, you have to go for the complaint. If something is meaning you can fix him between your Muslim brother, or for example you can fix him in the masjid, for example, between your brother or some of your family, we can fix this problem. Is not allowed just only company go directly to complain in court. So that is alhamdulillah. I think we have some of the time here in UK, we have some Islamic court, they are judged between the brother. We suggest for the brother is important. That we are missing now. We are forgetting this one. First is not allowed directly for the moment to go complain in no Muslim court for anything. We have to be try to fix the problem between us. Doesn't matter is the court or friendly together until the time. If no chance, we will go to the no Muslim court. If you go there, also you have to take only the right. You have no more than the right that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala give for us. Ad-darura, we said no for any single thing you have to complain. If something you can't fix him. Ad-darura, for example, is not allowed to somebody eat the pork meat. When you can't eat him, if no chance, if somebody die, he don't have any food to eat, and so if you know any chance to take this right, that is allowed for the Muslim to go to the no Muslim court for asking. Here, another thing is part of the Sharia is the health of the qasam. In Sharia al-Islam is not allowed somebody go for qasam with no name of the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So any qasam should be with the name of the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. The big mistake people, what they're doing, especially misunderstanding. The culture, the bid'ah, you know, in the Christian, they are putting their hand top of their book, Bible. Yeah, so by Bible. Qasam, Quran is correct, is allowed because the Quran is the word of the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Is no makhluk, is no created. Is the word of Allah. Similar, Allah, you can say billahi, tallahi, wallahi, or any name of the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. The Quran is one adjective, is sif of the Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. It's the word. So is allowed for us to say by, but not allowed to take your and put your hand on top of the mushaf to say the qasam. Is a big mistake. Unfortunately, law in the court and between the people, the character, the culture is happening. If somebody happened, okay, come and put your hand on top of the mushaf. You say you're right or no. And also another trick that people I hear for a lot of time. When they go put their hand, maybe they all lie, but when they finish, they're putting 5-10 pound between the Mus'haf, as I heard here, okay, the kafara for the qasam. Who said the kafara for the qasam like that? No, ya akhi. Yeah, is one to yeah. So yeah, is unfortunately a lot of things. I said that if you go to the sum of the court, you can't find a lot of the money between the Mus'haf because anybody the qasam lie and leave the £5 there. So that is the save himself. Yeah, the kafara the qasam in Sharia Islam completely different. No, like that. The first, if somebody done the qasam, first the qasam is not allowed for the Muslim to the qasam for any single thing. It's very important. The qasam is be health, yani. It have to be for important thing. But if our tongue is coming normal, we, especially some of the character culture, our in the Middle East, for anything we say wallahi, wallahi, wallahi. That is not meaning the qasam. When istamat qulubukum, yani when you really you have to say the qasam and you show the position or environment when you want to the qasam is important. So if done as qasam in Sharia, we have a different kafara for that qasam. But also if somebody say the qasam and take it your right, we will live there for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because nothing for the mu'min only in this life. The big misunderstanding happening always the sum of Muslimin now and this time, they are trying to take their right in this dunya. Ya akhis, no like that. No, only me and you. And the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Sahaba time, a lot of them, they said they're right, but left for the akhirah. Is that meaning if I didn't get my right in this dunya, maybe the qazi, the judge, he done the wrong judge between me and you. Or somebody's lie by proof, he proved what he wanted, take it your right. For the Muslim, no, not anything, only this life. The akhirah is important thing. Ibn Nabi Sallam in Hadith says, if somebody come face to me and two people they come complain in front of me, and somebody has a proof with his tongue, he can give me qana'a, and his meaning more eloquence for me. Yeah, I trust him. If I cut it anything from his brother, right, he will understand in the Qiyamah time. He's like the nickel in his knee. So Allah will ask him. For the right of us in the Muslim, the first one is the Muslim can fix it between him, know the judge. If you go to the judge, it's been darura, if no another chance. If you go to they give you something, just only it's allowed for you, take it what is your right. The mess thing is happening, a lot of brothers, they are complaining and they taking more than their right, is still because the misunderstanding where, because the judge give for me this one, so it's halal for me. It's not being halal, ya akhi. The lot of brothers, they are going here, I hear him, and they go to the court, no Muslim court, they complain, give it qadi for them their right, but they taking more than their right, still they are happy, they are thinking is the halal, because the qazi give for them. So when the qazis give for me, so it's halal. No, ya akhi. You have allowed for you take what is your right, no more. You have to return another one back to the person he's right. I think this was a little difficult to understand because there's no for anybody, especially between the qadi and judge in Islamic court. But inshallah, I think we got some benefit for the hadith about our situation we living here and what we should do Muslim if it happened between the Muslim when they allowed for them to go to the judge and what they got it, what they write. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika. I'll give it time for the Sheikh. If you have any comment, inshallah we can listen. If you have any question, inshallah Sheikh can help us here. Ahlan wa Sheikh. Fadal salam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, it's talking about the oath actually. Yeah, just because I can't speak above our Sheikh here.
No,
just it's a language barrier. So I have the advantage of the English language. That's all, but not the knowledge.
لا ما شاء الله.
If you go to court in this country, the judge will offer you a choice, okay? Because for example, I've done jury service back in the 80s, Yeah. And anyway, so the judge, if you are a Christian, he will bring you a Bible. If you are a Jew, he'll bring you the Jewish Bible, etc. And because they know I'm Muslim, they brought me the Mus'haf, which you call the Quran. Okay, the Quran different to the Mus'haf. Be careful. Quran is actually the word.
Yeah.
It was written there. It's called Mus'haf, and came on a nice piece of cushion, you know, really nice decorated. Okay, thinking. So I said to the judge, sorry, I cannot take an oath on this. I cannot swear. But he said, but you are Muslim. I said, yeah. I said, but we don't swear by the
Paper.
yeah, on paper. Okay. He said, what do you want to do then? I said, I just swear by Allah, by God. You know. And he accepted it. Yeah, and they have a special formula actually, another piece of paper. So ask Asha to bring this paper. It's just a form you swear by the Almighty God. And that's it. So you have the right actually. So don't make that mistake. Yeah. And the essence of the hadith actually, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, when two of you come to me with an argument, okay, a dispute, and I will judge for those who have minkum alhanu lisanan, it means those who are more convincing. SubhanAllah, I used that hadith, exact hadith, when I was asked to go to the prison, our local prison in Saturn, to give talk to the prisoners, okay, one day. And you know, when you go to a situation, you have to imagine yourself, you are there. Okay, okay. So talk to people, put yourself in their shoes. So now you know what is their dilemma. And the dilemma of most of prisoners, they all think what they've done is right, and the judge is to blame. But they don't blame the judge, they blame the police, for example, okay, or whatever, or they blame the judge. So what I want the prisoners actually to understand is, don't blame the judge and don't blame the police, because the police are here to uphold the law. They don't make the law. The law is made by the government. The police are only there here to actually to uphold the law. Okay, and what they tell them. The judge now, okay, he will have somebody at a case, and whoever convince him better, he will judge for. So for example, if the police representative convince the judge, okay, and the jury that this man is committed the crime, then he judge for that because he was convinced by that. But if the defense convince him better and convince the jury, then he will judge for the defense. Okay, and even though he's a criminal, but he walk free. So what the essence why I was talking to the prisoners, okay, that if you are misjudged in this dunya, somebody taken your right. It could be the judge has taken your right, or anybody. So if you're being misjudged for the dunya, don't worry about it, because you are in a prison, and Allah has given you reward for your patience, for endurance. Okay, don't forget that prophets of Allah Azza wa Jal end up in prison. Anybody know the name? Yusuf sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yeah, and so on. So don't worry about you being in prison, okay, if you haven't committed the crime, because in the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay, that's what is called the day of recompense. Okay, the day of recompense. You will have your right. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in that hadith, okay, he said, إنما أقطع له قطعة من النار. If I judge to somebody things that is not his right, just because he was more convincing, and he takes it, and he knows that it is not his right. If he takes it, he's only taking a segment of the fire. I cut for him a segment of the fire, and he's taking it. So it means he's going to be burnt in the fire in the day of judgment. Allahumma ajirna min al-nar. Okay. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. This is my